Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. It's your daily insight on life and love, being timeless wherever you're catching it in time. This could be relevant to something going on in your environment or yourself. So, that being said, this is general collective. Don't force this to fit. If it doesn't fit, you can always let this fall away. But if this does or if it doesn't, if you have questions about booking a session or any other service I provide, reach out in the email address or DM me on the social platforms. So, I hope that this finds you well. Let's kick this off. I don't know about you, but I'm massively dehydrated, I just realized, so might be taking some drinks in between bits of this reading. So let's see what's up. You, go get your provisions for the day. Put me on in the background. Let's get this rolling. When I say let's get this rolling, it doesn't mean let's have cards fly everywhere. For God's sakes, I tell you what. Okay, you wanna know what? Don't freak out. I know that this is a time where you're not seeing the payoff, you're not seeing the messages, it feels like you're overthinking the situation. You want a big grand display? That's probably not going to happen. You're not looking for something to split a mountain here. Look, you're getting antsy. It feels like you're about to have some sort of an eruption. Why am I making so many volcanic references already? What's the deal? All right, you got to look at this at another angle. What are you potentially overlooking? You're looking for some grand gesture. You're looking for something that is going to bear witness to so many people. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen the way you would think it would happen. It's always a lot more aligned and better for you. You have to let go of expectations about this. You might be overlooking some finer detail in this, but we're about to see what this is in regard to. You're exhausted. You can't fight anymore. Why do you feel like you have to continuously fight? You don't have to fight anymore in this. There's no more excuses to give. So it looks like this change is imminent in your life. You can't keep fighting the way that you have. You can't keep hitting this dead end. The actions that were distracting or overriding the situation, it's not working anymore, is it? And I was thinking about this the other day. I had like a golden moment of wisdom at 3 a.m. and I woke up out of a dead sleep from it, and I had to audio record it so I didn't forget it. And of course, I forgot it until I think recently. And it was when your excuses start to, when your excuses no longer fulfill their original purpose, you'll know that it's time to change. Those excuses, they did hold you in a safety spot for quite some time, didn't they? You want a sign, you want a big old sign? Consider this your sign. This is your sign for change. You have to do something different. You have to make your move now. So look, what are we looking at here? It's divine timing. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, it's all in motion. It's a major point of surrender for you. Okay. This does involve long-term. This does involve a vast change. It's way over the lands that you are right now, and that's in the most figurative way possible that I can say it. I know that you are anxious about what's in front of you because you don't know how you're going to make this work. It doesn't look like you have much more material. But look, I've said this before in readings. If you're new to the channel, I've said this before in readings. people think that the desert is barren and there's no life there. But if you take a deeper look into the situation or the environment, you'll see generations upon generations of life that has adapted to not only survive in such harsh climates, but it thrives. There are worms in the frozen tundra that make their way through the ice, and once the temperature reaches like above freezing, these ice worms melt. You can look it up. It's it's bizarre. So let's see. Why did I just put the Three of Wands back? I shouldn't have done that. I did that mindlessly. Okay, so there's a point for that. This showed up. Okay, so we're gonna have this upright. You're moving on to greener pastures. You are moving forward. You are in alignment. You have moved into a parallel line. I mean, okay, no, I don't want to say that. Parallel, an alternative. It feels like you jumped timelines. The shift has occurred, and I feel like you have jumped some sort of a timeline in your life, and it feels like it's elongated your journey in a positive respect to what you're going to experience and the quality of it. So I think that you are coming out of what seems to be the dungeon of your mindset. So give me more on this. You're moving on to more fertile ground. You have more to work with, and you're discovering it. Come on. What do you need to be wary of? No? Wow. If you wait for more, if you wait for perfection, all you're going to do is accumulate weapons that you're just going to hang around. Use what you have now. Look, it's time for you to move on. You see these people in the background? They drop their weapons. They lay down their sword. They can't fight anymore. They can't fight anymore. Which one of these people are you? Are you this person who's trying to accumulate all that they can? Or are you going to admit that you need to surrender to this? This isn't going to work for you. That surrender alone is invoking a lot of healing. And it's saying, all right, you want to know what? Let's do this. Let's initiate the work, or let's initiate the new path. Am I using that word? I think I am. Anyway, so look, cheers to you if that's what you're going to do. I do see that this will involve physical move for some of you. Some of you are even moving countries. Then again, a lot of my European friends, hi guys, you guys have really small countries, so it's really easy to move land. Here in the States, it's not so much. But I see that some of you will be moving across long distances. Some of you will be moving just in general, a physical move, like a physical move. And then there's those of you who will be, I guess, going through just a calm. It does seem like your environment is going to get very quiet and restful so that you can actually start to process this whole being caught in your mental body. And I do see that there is going to be a fast change that's coming in. So what is that? What is that? What's this fast change? Judgment and the Five of Wands. Is there any more cards that's flipped over? There are. This can just be either feminine energy. It could be an older woman. And by older, I mean just not a teenager, because they do have an air of maturity to them, but it looks like emotionally unstable. This could be just feminine energy, which, you know, we all harbor inside of ourselves. And it looks like a fight. It looks like defending yourself in this. Now, I do feel like this is your personal reckoning. So this is what you have to look forward to, a battle. And this actually might be somebody who has emotional control over you in your life. So when we look at the feminine aspect of this, this might be a lot of emotional manipulation that you need to defend yourself against. And I do see something where you have to do this constant reassurance with yourself and self-check-in, because while I think that you are a person who's really stepping into their power, I do see that somebody still knows how to play on your heartstrings. And you want to know what? You might be a people pleaser. You want to know what? You'd be in good company. I'm still fighting those battles myself of people pleasing. All right, you. So that's what you have to look forward to in regard to what you need to be mindful of. Can I get some more on this? Why is... No, not why. Let's see. What is the big picture on this situation? What is this all happening for? Come on. Great. I love how you get caught outside the shuffle cards, but you don't necessarily flip over. There we go. The big picture about this is the Four of Wands is in reverse. Unstable. It's an ending. It's an ending to insecurity and suppression. All right. This is a huge karmic lesson for you. I know that that's probably going to freak you out. I can't tell you not to freak out, but I want to tell you not to freak out. There's always a bigger reason behind it. So the big picture of this is the karmic lesson, and you have to really push through this to have this new start. You have gone through this crazy awakening, and while this seems to be your trials, your tribulations, this is really a blessing in disguise. This is a mercy, what's happening right now, because prolonging this, there is no alternative that you could see in this, but it would be a lot more painful. Everything that you have experienced in this particular situation, whether it's work related or home related or what generational trauma related, there was no prolonging it. The ascension, the karmic lesson, this all ends with you, and I don't see you holding yourself back. I see that you've actually learned how to fight. I love that you've learned how to fight, because I think that you have such a beautiful spirit. I think that you have such a giving heart, that this was building up your strength and stamina and personal perseverance throughout the years. This was what all of that hardship and training was for. But this is the big picture on why this is happening. This is the reason behind this and what you have to look forward to and what this is all preparing you for. Let's see what this is preparing you for. All right. What is this preparing you for? All right. Being loud, being out there, putting yourself out there. Let's see. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah. All right. So the mental, body, will, attitude, clarity, thought, working, let's see, your outlook changing and learning how to be flexible, open, seeing all elements of the argument really, and really using what seems to be your clair senses, clair visual, clair audient and clair visual, using those to assess your environment, picking up on everything around you, all the nuances, and making changes on the spot and trusting your gut and your intuition and learning how to really honor that pull inwardly. So I see that this isn't something where you have to mind yourself and learn when to be quiet moving forward. In fact, I see that if nothing else, you're going to be more outgoing, more vocal, and a lot more quick to take action. You are really stepping into a leadership role in your life. You are obviously the protagonist at this point, but you're taking leadership qualities, you're taking in control. And I also see that you are not going to be made to feel like you have to be silent. I do see that you will be speaking with confidence. You are not somebody whose ego is going to get in the way. I do see a very healthy ego, but I also understand that in this, it's learning how to really hone in your fire energy. I see sweeping changes coming for you. So I'm going to use Tarot Illuminati now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so give me some work that they need for up ahead. This is involving the moon energy. So when I'm recording this, we're in eclipse season. It's the new moon in Gemini with the solar eclipse. Massive changes in what you want to bring out into you. So it's really honing in on your magic and defending your choices and feeling confident about them. And let's see. Being grounded. I do see a sense of unity and oneness and a lot of the hard work. So I do feel like you are uniting a lot of people in your life. And I do feel like you're networking and connecting. This is a lot of work ahead of you. But the thing is, you're not doing it alone. You're very independent. You're very hardworking. But this is what seems to be a community coming together. This is pretty big. So can we get some more like lighthearted messages? I don't know why this always has to be so, you know, earth altering on this one. I get that the viewer has these big jobs ahead of them. Can I give him some like fun or lighthearted messages too? I mean, that would be super great. All right, we're going to use the Butterfly Oracle. We're going to bring some lightheartedness to this because you want to know what? I need that right now in this reading. New exercise program. What do you need to do? What do you want to do? Welcome the new. All right, you got to try something new this time, and I want you to be more adventurous in your life. So what is this adventure going to involve? Let's see. Be playful like a kid again. You're taking control over your health, and this is about longevity. And I do see that you will be probably, what's the joining in? It feels kind of like you're joining in on a craze. I do feel like it's, treating your body like a temple. We're not talking sacrifices here. You're not demanding sacrifices. But I do see that you're buying into this whole self-care, treating yourself as, you know, the high priestess or the emperor or the empress, however you want to look at it, putting yourself on a throne and on a pedestal, making yourself top priority. And I see that it does feel like an alpha. You are embodying alpha energy. Not that you are separate from anybody else. It's about you unapologetically stepping into your power and being completely, wonderfully self-absorbed. But I also see that you witness this in other people. And it's like the power in me honors and sees the power in you. And it's not a competition. It's building each other up. So you have to decide, what is your empire, your personal body going to be built up of? What are you going to harbor in your body? Are you going to harbor guilt, resentment, anger, frustration? Or are you going to harbor wisdom, love, forgiveness, perseverance? It's really up to you with that one. So can I get some final cards? We have forgiveness. Forgive your past, for it did not realize in the moment what it was doing and what the repercussions were going to be in your life. And also forgive yourself for how long that you've put up with all of this crap. Because look, realizations and epiphanies, you realize that this could have been done a long time ago, but you really did drag out these lessons in your life. And now you're doing everything that is for the best of you. And you're taking the wisdom and the memories as a way to not revisit and not relive a situation in your life. So what I'm seeing here is ultimate freedom for you. I do see that you are stepping into your light body, your lightheartedness. And I do feel like this is going to be a very emotionally purging time. So with that, on the other side of this, after you have gone through this purge, I want this card, and this card, and I still want this card. Wow, a lot of cards. You have relationships that are coming into play. Whether it's romantic or not, it doesn't matter. Relationships come in all ways. Could be a companion. It could be a pen pal. It could be somebody that you have never met, but you feel their energy. Yeah. But also, there's a lot of people that you will be potentially having to energetically love from a distance or from afar or not at all. All sorts of relationship changes, but you are coming closer together with those who are in similar vibration to you. It's going to take courage to let go because you are breaking a lot of expectations that others have had on you. Also, it's a lot of just ingrained entitlement. Some people, they will be sad to have to let you go, but the relationship wasn't going to change and it wasn't going to grow with you. While you have grown and you have moved on, some people will not be able to grow and move on with you, not because they don't want to, and well, some don't want to, but some just don't have the capacity to grow beyond themselves, and they don't have the interest in doing the work either, and that's not something you can force them to do. So you have to make a decision. Are you going to sink or are you going to swim? I really hope that this reading made sense. You know, this doesn't end at midnight. So that being said, if you have questions about booking if you have questions about booking a session, always reach out on the email address, but you know, this doesn't end at midnight. So this is a projection of your future based off of current circumstances. And if you stay the course. All right. I am going to go hydrate, probably take a nap if I can, or I'll just lay there. I hope that this finds you well, and I'll talk to you all soon. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, know that you are greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. If you're catching this could be a little spirit message for you. Listen with an open heart and an open mind, but don't force it to fit your life. You can always let these fall away. So what do you need to know if you've come across this? Well, if I can get any cards out in the next minute, that would be great. Ooh. So it seems to be an older woman, very grounded woman. Actually, let's take away the gender, feminine. There's a woman on it, but let's see what's up. Very loud, caught in their head, chasing the horizon. This could be somebody who is over-accomplished, very protective, very committed personality. So what do they want with you? Be mindful of any feminine energy that is coming into your life that is overly committed, that actually might become a little bit more of a drag in your situation. It might be somebody who you need to be mindful of to guard your time from. This might be all-consuming. This might be a one-sided connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, but I see that they're becoming more of a nuisance in your life. So just be mindful of whoever this is and put down your boundaries. You don't have to play along with them. If you're coming across this might be a message for you. Let's listen with an open heart and an open mind. See what you might need to know now. But don't force this to fit. Never force a reading to fit your life. These are hanging out at the end. All right. Is your love life getting kind of quiet? It's time to take a rest, all right? This isn't going anywhere. I mean, it's not like hitting a dead end, but it's not going to leave abruptly. You have a cycle that you have to end in your life, and you're trying to get your groundings. Look at what we're seeing here. It's getting better. The situation's getting better. This is kind of at an angle, so I'm going to read it both ways. You're at the end of a cycle, and also it is getting better. You have to get your wits about you, get grounded, because I feel like you're over anxious. Yeah, you're holding back. And this is from very toxic energy. Not the person in this particular read, but you're recovering from toxic energy in your life. So it's going to take a little bit of recovery time. But again, this ain't going anywhere. It's not going to elude you. Hold out, bub. All right, let's get another spirit message. Well, if you're coming across this, this is the first one that you're probably saying. Either that or you've seen all my videos in order, which, cool. All right, what do you need to know right now? Ah, you're feeling backed into a corner. Look, this was flipped over in the deck. All right, you're feeling like you are kind of backed up. Getting the, it feels like anxiety is building on this. Look, you're being overwhelmed. I got it. Why don't you focus on what's at hand right now? It's time to reprioritize. You're locked in your head space right now, your mental body, and it's telling you to please be more present in the physical. When you get locked in the mental body, everything seems to be, if you're in the wrong mindset, unbearable. Listen, set your sights out. You have to be a lot more compassionate and nurturing with yourself. You're not taking a leap into anything, yet you feel the buildup in time of, I have to have this done. No, you don't. No, you don't. I don't care who's putting the pressure on you. Unless it's something that's like a legal obligation, you don't have to do squat with it. Listen, you're not really feeling it. This feels forced. Why are you going to be submissive to whatever this side is? If it's worth anything, it'll be a little bit more patient. But I also feel like you need to not be such a doormat in that situation. I'm not saying anything negative about you, but I do feel like the pressure is built. And now it's like you don't have ground to stand on, or you feel like you don't. Start pushing back. Tell it to back the heck up. Yeah. Once you do that, it does seem to be getting better. You'll still be in your mental body, but it's going to start easing up. You'll start to see the payoff, and that'll give you more confidence, more willpower. Not bad. All right, let's look at love. I love love. I do. I love all the ways that it expresses itself. So think of love that you want to call into your life. It doesn't have to be a specific person. In fact, I encourage it not to be a specific person. You want something that is aligned with your energy. And sometimes that is a nameless, faceless entity at the current moment. But if you're calling in love, relationship, hold this idea or this person in your head, and let's see what Spirit has to tell you. Miracles and blessings, and embrace your emotions. What are you feeling? What's going on in this? Okay. Yes, you are a unique unicorn. I love it. Look, you have everything that is important in your hands right now. And I do see that you are in the levels of creation. This kind of seems like the loving magician that's all around you. You have all the raw materials, but this is also something that you have in yourself. I want you to live in the mindset of love. What would love do? Is love going to be terrified? Is love going to be nervous? Is love going to be afraid that it is going to be ripped away from its source? No, love is infinite. And also we can go to 1 Corinthians. Love is patient, love is kind. So be in the mindset and draw it in. And if you do that, final card, Spirit. Express your love through gifts. You can actually put yourself out there. All right. Go towards this with confidence. You have everything that it takes. Be confident. You got this. All right, lovely. If you're coming across this, this might be Spirit message for you. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. What does the Butterfly Oracle want to tell you? Healing from the past. This is a major time of healing, isn't it? Sentimental feelings. Seems like you're starting to get your heart back, which I do feel like you have turned off for quite some time in regard to whatever this is. Okay, out with it. All right, out with it. Come on. Why is it doing this? It's so difficult. It's like pulling teeth. Actually, I like the color scheme on this. It's yellow and blue. And if you know Reiki or chakra colors, this is going to be solar plexus and the throat. That's right. Get rid of nervousness and you have some decisions to make, but you got to make it with confidence. You have to move beyond your situation right now and have some new self-discoveries. And I do feel like your environment is going to be shifting. This might be a complete redecoration, a moving, or just a reimagining of yourself and circumstances. Look, in order to move on, you can't be what you were. For all of the experience that you've had, you kind of can't be the same entity that you were before. You have grown. You have all this wisdom behind you. It's time to actually put that out there. So whatever this is bringing, it's going to bring about change in yourself and the environment. The change in yourself is already evident, but it's time for you to actually display it. So that's not bad. It's evolution.